Hey, what's up, guys? WWE Flair 98 here, and you guys know that I hate making 2 videos in one day, but this whole ECW SmackDown tapings videos that I had planned is really throwing off my schedule because this video was planned for tomorrow, but I'm making that whole review of the show and like things like that based on SmackDown ECW tapings yesterday. So yeah, this video I'm gonna be reviewing this pay-per-view right here, Unforgiven 2005. So I'll let you see the inside. You got the insert, the DVD, and let me just say this. I think that you look at the card, it's not that impressive, but I thought it was a very underrated show. Nobody really talks about this show. It had a few good matches on, a couple great matches, and a handful of good matches on here, which I'll be talking about. So anyway, yeah, this is gonna be a full in-depth review, unlike my my One Night Stand 06 one with Barely Legal. I didn't have enough time to talk about the One Night Stand 06 and Barely Legal individually, so I just wanted to give a synopsis of that pay-per-view. But anyway, this is going to be a full in-depth pay-per-view review. Alright, so the first match we had leading off the show was Ric Flair versus Carlito for the Intercontinental Championship match. Now, once again, you look at the match on paper, you look at the match, and you just write it off. You don't think it's that good. But it was surprisingly a very good opener. Ric Flair went over in this one. He captured the Intercontinental Championship from Carlito, and that beat his undefeated streak as Intercontinental Champion. So Ric Flair went over in this one. It was a very, very good match. A very good opener as well. And throughout the night, there would be... actually, I should say beforehand, after the match, he grabbed a few girls from the crowd, brought them backstage, and they were in his limo. They were insinuating that Ric Flair was basically having sex with them, and he popped Viagra, like that kind of stuff throughout the night. But the match itself was pretty good. I'm giving it 3 1/4 star. It was pretty good. All right, then we had a Divas match, a Divas tag team match. Trish Stratus and Ashley Massaro versus Torrie Wilson and Victoria. Now, I am not high. I was never high on Ashley Massaro. She was a pretty bad wrestler. She came out of that Raw Diva Search crap. But surprisingly, it wasn't that bad of a match. I think that Trish Stratus and Victoria pretty much did everything in this match. Although Massaro did have quite a amount of time in the ring, Torrie Wilson did absolutely nothing. I hated Torrie Wilson around this time when she had her dog at ringside and everything like that. But this was a good Divas match. 2 stars. I really do miss Trish Stratus. She was one of the best Divas I've ever seen. Alright, then it's Big Show versus Snitsky. Now, once again, one of the matches where you look on paper, it's not going to look good. It was very good for a big man match. Now, overall, the match was good. Wasn't very good, but it was good. It was solid. I think that you can only do so much with these two, and I think they made the best out of it. Big Show did win, and Big Show at the time was a face, and he was very over with the crowd. The match itself, it's getting 2 1/4 star from me. It was a very, very good big man match, but it was a decent match overall. Also, Trish Stratus and Ashley Massaro beat Wilson and Victoria. Match before. Then we had Shelton Benjamin versus Kerwin White. Once again, like I said before, most of these matches on the card don't look very intriguing. Now, this was one of them, but I was pleasantly surprised. This was a pretty damn good match. Now, Shelton Benjamin versus Kerwin White. If you guys don't know, Kerwin White, Chavo Guerrero, it was a temporary, well, I wouldn't say temporary, I mean, he had the gimmick for about 3 weeks, going into this match versus Shelton Benjamin. But immediately, I think this is a couple months before Eddie died, And, you know, when Eddie died, he immediately dropped the Kerwin White gimmick. Basically, the Kerwin White gimmick was he was just impersonating a white person. He came out on a golf cart. He had, like, Frank Sinatra music, wore a vest and everything like that. But this was a surprisingly good match. I can't remember who won this. I'm pretty sure it was Shelton Benjamin who won. But, you know, on paper, once again, it didn't look that good. But it was a good match. It's getting 3 stars from me. And you know, this is like a prime example of how good Shelton Benjamin is. You know, his opponent isn't that great, but, you know, he puts on very good matches. So, but then one of the best matches of the night. This could have easily been the main event of the pay-per-view. Steel cage match, Matt Hardy versus Edge. This was during the whole Lita confrontation between the two. You know, Edge stealing Lita from Matt Hardy while Hardy was injured. This was a excellent match. You know, it had everything. Matt Hardy continually kicked out of the spear, and Edge kicked out of the twist of fate and everything like that. It was a very good match. Matt Hardy won, and yeah, it was a very good match, guys. You have to watch it. Look it up on YouTube. Very good match. It's getting 4 stars from me. Very good. Easily could have been the main event. But then, you know, we go back to Earth and we have the World Tag Team Championship match. Hurricane and Rosey, who are the current champions at the time, versus Cade and Trevor Murdoch. And at this time, Murdoch and Cade just formed as a tag team. I think it was a couple weeks. They formed, and then they immediately got pushed to this pay-per-view and would beat Hurricane and Rosey for the World Tag Team Championships. Not a very good match. I wasn't very pleased. I thought that they could have put on a better match. I mean, really, they just isolated Hurricane. He was kayfabing an injury, and basically it was Cade&Murdoch versus Rosey this whole match. But yeah, it's getting 2 1/4 star from me. It wasn't that good. But then we have Shawn Michaels versus Chris Masters. You know, Shawn Michaels, I was disappointed in him. This was an attempt to put over Masters. Even though Masters did not win, Michaels did win. You know, Masters at the time was getting a huge push. This match disappointed me. I mean, it was a good match, but I thought it could have been better. The match is only getting 3 stars. No, yeah, 3 stars from me. You know, I thought it could have been better. But then we have the main event. John Cena versus Kurt Angle for the WWE Championship. This is essentially why I bought this. I wanted to see John Cena versus Kurt Angle, and you know, even though it ended in a disqualification, it was a very good match. No doubt about it. I'm not trying to downplay it, because I did say Matt Hardy and Edge could have main evented this. That's no knock on this match, because it was a very good match. It's getting 4 stars from me. Like I said, very good match. And yeah, overall, you know, the pay-per-view doesn't get talked about that much, but there wasn't any bad matches on this pay-per-view, which was pretty surprising. Overall, I would give it a 7.75 out of 10. You know, it's not good enough to be an 8, but it's better than a 7. So, yeah, guys. So, would I recommend this pay-per-view? Yes, I would pick it up. You know, just to see Matt Hardy and Edge battle it out in a steel cage, and for the main event as well. So, yes, Unforgiven 05, thumbs up from me. Thanks for watching, guys. Also, on the next DVD review will be Rise and Fall of ECW. I'm essentially done with that. And I'm watching Batista I Walk Alone. Very good DVD so far. I just finished Disc 1, the documentary part. The documentary is outstanding, guys. So watch out for that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later.